Hello, welcome to Alumni
Hi!
Hour. Yay!
Woo! Yay!
Thanks for joining
There,
us.
I
I'm
figured out
so
how to work
excited
the
to have you
camera.
all here.
Yay!
Oh, hello.
Whee!
So, would you all like to tell us a little bit about when you were Trivia Masters and what year that was?
Yeah,
In the older days.
in the ye olden days of not so long ago for us.
We
didn't
used
have
to
all
do
this fancy technology.
Yeah. I feel like you could always tell people who had experience being on the radio from people who were maybe a little newer to streaming because you would have people who would just like press the button and you would like immediately cut the music. And then you would have some people who would like fade it out really nice and smooth. And you're like, oh, somebody's got
Yeah.
talent.
Coming back in. Welcome. This is WLFM. Welcome back to Trivia on Air. Those are the Sands of Toto. You're listening to
Mhm.
Trivia. That was
Okay.
There's
not me.
definitely one year when we just started dead air constantly because we kept messing up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no!
There's no like dead air like for this. There's always a face. There's always a chatter.
Yeah. Well,
So-
unless the stream goes down, but you know, we try to avoid that.
So I was a trivia master for trivia's 53 and 54, I believe. Um, uh, I wrote a lot of questions about Pokemon, a couple about Bionicle. I introduced the DK Rhapsody. Don't know if how much of a thing that still is to trivia.
Oh, we already played it this contest. Don't
I remember
worry.
it vividly from my
Its
auditions.
legacy lives on.
Fantastic.
It's really bizarre for me to think of Cole as an alumni of anything, because I still think of you freshman paying for
I
pink
am-
shoes.
I am a child at heart. So
I'm excited to see Pink Shoes playing again this year as an off-campus
Yeah.
team. The legacy
it's
lives
crazy.
on.
Yeah.
So what team are you all playing for this year?
We are team 132 Bagmen, though we've been having an identity crisis where
We want to rebrand.
we want to rebrand and find a new name, but we've been trying to figure out a new name since before the contest started. We have an entire Discord channel where like every couple hours we'll go, okay, new name. What is it, y'all? But I guess we're taking suggestions. If the chat wants to let us know what we should name ourselves, we probably won't do it, but who
Yeah.
knows?
See, my suggestion when I was talking to Sophie Penniman, I said so Bagman Madman originally was auto-generated, right? So I feel like
Yes.
you should put Bagman Madman as the originator of a different auto-generated name and then use that. Like let it grow
good
on
idea.
That's
itself.
pretty good.
That's my
That's pretty
idea.
good. I want to hear.
Explaining the origin of where it comes from will just get increasingly difficult every year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was auto-generated. That's good. I'm gonna look up to see what that is, but I'm curious what teams are Philip and Cole playing on.
Oh,
Philip, I know that you are playing on Beto this year.
Yes, Ito!
Yay! How many years has that been a team?
We've been a team for 3 years. This is our third year. And let's see, I've been playing trivia for 11 years, 2 of those as a trivia master. And my fiance, Tessa, has been playing trivia for 7.
That's
So we
awesome.
started our own team 3 years ago.
I still have the check that you gave me, Beto, in my room, like still now.
Oh my gosh! Well, I'm gonna go. Amelia.
Back when we blew out the ceiling in the basement.
Yeah, when you blew a confetti cannon indoors right into a light bulb. Yeah,
This guy, right?
yeah.
Classic.
We sleep below the novelty check ever.
That's amazing.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
for
so
seven
good.
$7 billion dillo dollars.
Many, many, many Dillo dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were also talking as Trivia Masters about Coal Cash. Cole, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was an action question in
Mhm.
my second year, wasn't it? It was I forgot what the prompt was, but it was the Nipples of Knowledge who brought it in,
Yeah, and
and
they
there were so many of them. They were
printed out
everywhere.
fake money that had Cole's face in the middle of it, and it was Coal Cash.
I love the sing your answer questions always, or
Oh,
do
yeah.
it in the voice of the character. Like, so good.
It just makes it so much more fun for the phone answerer.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Like having it without context. Oh,
Yeah.
those
Mhm.
beautiful things.
Oh, yeah.
We were very excited about the Moira Rose question last night.
I'm glad to hear. That one sounded like it was a lot of fun.
We were talking about favorite trivia memories, right?
Yeah, I see somebody in the chat is talking about how one of the action questions was to bring in a pound of human hair. That is a very interesting question, and
my
I wish I
gosh.
had more context for it.
I remember hearing about that. It was weird then.
Yeah.
It's weird now.
I think one of my
I was
favorite
thinking about
action-
isn't
Oh.
what's his name? Orion, isn't he the president of LUCC now?
He was last year.
Yeah, last year.
He was. Yeah, I'm like a year behind. But I was just thinking about how when he had his canister question, like the ones we hit around school, and they came in, his was like play Orion in pool because he was undefeated in pool.
Mhm.
But this girl walks in, I think her name was Grace, just like fully in goggles and a swimsuit in a blizzard, like a
Yeah.
full-on blizzard, and she's like, "We're gonna play pool." And so they went to the pool, and he comes back just like 45 minutes later. He's like drenching wet in a blizzard.
That was a member of my team before I was a trivia master. That was like the best thing ever.
That's amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite action questions was my freshman year, so trivia 52, which was go out onto Main Hall Green and pretend that Y2K has just happened and all technology has stopped working.
Funny.
I love it.
Wow.
My
Fantastic.
favorite action question was always bring all the dishes back to the cafeteria.
I heard about
think
that
it
one.
One of the teams stole the coffin out of the props department and just filled it to the brim with dishes, and then they had a eulogy outside the cafeteria.
That's so good. That's
Wow.
so
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh.
I must say, I'm very impressed by the waiting room phone bank situation. Like the virtual phone bank is like really cool.
And how
It's-
it rings like the trivia phone.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I am really happy with the solution that we settled on for socially distanced trivia. It took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to do for it. All right, so I have the teams that got question number 152 correct, but before I tell you who got it correct, I want to sing you the answer to this question. So, this is a song that has literally been stuck in my head for like a month. I sing it all the time. And that's a problem because it goes like this. Me want bite. Me want plant corn dog delight. Me want deep fried. Me think water Twinkie nice. And it's about somebody who's trying to eat like a cattail. Yes. So
I know this.
I
I am
just saw that for
familiar
the
with
first time,
song.
and I
Me
just
also
couldn't
want bite.
yes, we all want bite.
It's a bit.
Can we get a plant corn dog delight in the chat, please? So, speaking of trivia questions that we are fond of, can you all think of back to when you were writing questions? Are there any that stand out to you as maybe your like top tier questions, or the ones that you really have a special place in your heart for?
I have a quick and easy one for this because I was recently reminded of it in the general chat. During self-indulgence hour, my question was, what am I allergic to? Which was just truly the best, most self-indulgent question. For those watching, I have many allergies. And a surprising number of teams got it, I think. Like, it wasn't just one or two, but it was like a handful, which was like weird and flattering. But yeah, I really like the one sentence, very simple questions, and it was just extra good that it was like,
But didn't the team like write you a
Allergy.
song about it or something?
someone photoshopped my face on Benadryl and then were extraordinarily nice to me. And I can't remember the team name, but whoever you were, if you're watching, was really nice to me. And then always said their favorite part was all of my allergies, and it made my contest for like the next 2 years. So yeah, maybe there was a song too. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I really enjoyed that question.
Wow, I love that.
Anyone
I
else?
think my favorite question that I did, I don't really remember a lot of them, honestly. But one that I did like was one that I don't remember what exactly the question was. It was kind of the standard formula that I usually went with, but it led to a mashup of the Me menu music and My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas. And it was something that a friend of mine made, and I felt like more people needed to know about it. And it was cool because then, right after the question was read, you could play the song, and then the people who got it were like, "Oh wait, that's the song." What? It's almost like they have access to music.
It's so funny because this was the very first action question of the contest that I played in as a freshman. It was bring us a noisemaker, and I didn't realize that action questions didn't have like a time limit, so I ran from Sage to the studio with this monkey, and I like ran all the way there, and I handed it to them. They're like, "Why is she out of breath? Who is this freshman?" I gave them the monkey from like the very first action question, and now the monkey is still here now, and this is like actually like the fifth monkey, because every contest we break the monkey or rip its limbs off.
It's seriously amazing what you guys have done. Like this has got to be one of the hardest years to run trivia because of the circumstances, and like the way you guys have pulled this whole thing together is seriously impressive.
Thank you.
I'm sure people have said that already, but it can't go said too many times.
Love seeing all of your names in the Discord and like talking to you on the phone. So I look forward to talking to you more throughout the contest. And that's a wrap.